Yo, what's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of November 2017. Sagittarius, the sun is going to be in your area of letting go throughout the month of November 2017, Sagittarius. And obviously, not all of you are going to have to let go of something following this event, but some of you are in the type of situation in your life where it's like you're becoming more self-contemplative. Some of you are going towards an ending, and it has a lot to do with Jupiter being in the same area. So where the sun is also where Jupiter is. Now the sun's only going to be in this area until November 21st, but Jupiter is going to be in this area until November 2018. So from now until November 2018, some of you might have to let go of something in a big way. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I have seen some people go through this transit without having any sort of major shift at all. But, I do see a lot of times when Jupiter moves into this area, there is some sort of big letting go. Now, the sun is in this area only until November 21st. So, some of you, this area also has to do with self-contemplation. So some of you could be really self-contemplative during this time. This area has to do with secrets too. So potentially some of you could be involved in some sort of behind-the-scenes situation, secret situation. This area also has to do with the esoteric arts. Potentially some of you might be getting into astrology, numerology, tarot, but on November 21st, the sun's going to shift into your sign. So there's going to be more of a focus on you following November 21st, but it's interesting because the energies are kind of contradicting. It's like the sun is in this area of new beginnings for you, but at the same time, Jupiter is very powerful, and it's in your area of letting go. All, like I said, all the way up until November 2018. So it's sort of an interesting dynamic that's happening throughout the month of November 2017 for you, Sagittarius. But those are the main themes for this month. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological influences that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on November 2nd, Mercury is positively aspecting Chiron. Chiron's retrograding. Retrograding is where the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does that mean astrologically? Well, R for retrograde, R for release. I'm not saying all Sagittarians are talking about releasing an outdated home life situation, but Mercury is in your area of letting go. Chiron's retrograding, R for retrograding, R for release in your area of home life. I mean, for some Sagittarians may deal with some type of situation where they're letting go of something regarding their home life potentially, or maybe this has to do with family or something potentially somehow connected to your family. There's conversations that are taking place. Obviously this is not going to resonate for all Sagittarians the way I'm describing it. Potentially others of you are just having some sort of backroom conversation or a closed door conversation potentially with somebody who's in your home or family situation. And since Chiron's there, Chiron's the asteroid in our solar system that has to do with making a bigger deal out of things than they really are. So some of you could be blowing something completely out of proportion, and you might be talking about it in secret to somebody in your family or somebody in your home life. On November 4th, there's a full moon in Taurus. So this suggests Taurus is your area that has to do with your work situation. So when there's a full moon in this area for you, this is called the sixth house, and it has to do with a shift in your work situation. So, this is going to resonate differently on all levels for all Sagittarians. Some Sagittarians, you may just experience some changes within your current organization. Other Sagittarians, you might just have a whole completely, some sort of shift altogether. Potentially you're jumping ship work-wise. Maybe you're going to some other company. Potentially now other Sagittarians are, you're going to stay within the same company, but potentially your job's going to change a little bit within the same company that you're in. So like I said, it's going to be different for all Sagittarians, but you could definitely expect some sort of change in your work situation following November 4th, Sagittarius. This also has to do with your health. So some of you might really step up your fitness game following November 4th. I see that a full moon in this area sometimes precipitates as some people becoming more health conscious or making more of a healthy choice when deciding what you want to eat, working out more potentially. Others of you might see a red flag get raised regarding a health issue. So if you have any unattended health issues, potentially these could resonate and you might have to take action following November 4th. On November 9th, the sun is in your area of secrets. It's making a positive angle to Pluto, which is in an area that has to do with the way you earn your money. So this is like maybe a back room or closed door conversation or some sort of closed door interaction that has to do with the area where you earn your money on November 9th. Now, for others of you, like I said, potentially with Pluto's the planet where the ending meets the beginning. And this is, so if you think about it, like from an astrological standpoint, Pluto's the last planet in our solar system. There's no point beyond that. That's the ending of our solar system, but then it begins whatever's outside of our solar system. So that's Pluto's the area where the ending meets the beginning. So when the sun aspects Pluto like this, potentially, I mean, the sun's in your area of endings and it's aspecting Pluto in the area where you earn your money, and Pluto is the planet of where the ending meets the beginning. So once again, I'm not saying that all Sagittarians are headed towards the beginning of an end of an outdated money earning endeavor, or however you make your living. But some of you might be, and if you are, then this is just going to bring in something way better for you, Sagittarius. I mean, the reason why these things happen is because life is like cycles. One cycle ends and another cycle begins. Life's just a big circle. It's like everything goes in a cycle, and this is just whatever this is that's outdated in the way you area where you earn your money. It's getting cycled out. Now, for others of you, if that's not the case, this could be something secret that's going on between you and somebody who you're potentially involved with in the area where you earn your money. On November 11th, Saturn is in your sign still. It'll be gone by late December, so hang in there. We're getting there, Sagittarius, and it's making a positive angle actually to Uranus, which is retrograding in your air once again, where it looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does that mean astrologically? Well, it's retrograding in your area of true love. Saturn in your sign, positively aspecting Uranus in your area of true love. Uranus retrograding, R for retrograde, R for release. Some Sagittarians, I'm not saying that you're going to be releasing somebody from your love life, but I mean, this may happen for some of you. So if you've been trying to hang on for a while, then potentially this is a positive thing. This is, whoever is in your love life now, maybe you're not completely satisfied. Maybe you're just not meant to be with this person. They might get retrograded out. They might get cycled out. Like I said, life is a bunch of cycles. This might be the end of a cycle. And what this is going to do is free up space for your true love to come into your life. So whoever you're really meant to be with might come into your life. Now, if that's not the case, if you're sticking it out with whoever's in your love life, Sagittarius, this is just review. So R for retrograde, R for review, where Uranus is. And Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. So potentially some unexpected instances coming up regarding a review of your love life right around November 11th. On November 13th, Venus is aligning with Jupiter in your area of secrets. So big love secret potentially for some of you. Like I said, when I talk about this stuff, this is not going to be resonating for all Sagittarians. When I say Sagittarius, it's like the sun is in Sagittarius when you're born, and the sun's in all different degrees of Sagittarius when you're born. So this is going to resonate differently for all of you Sagittarians. I mean, maybe some Sagittarians, maybe you do have a big love secret potentially. This is some of you, or others of you, potentially letting go of, it's in your area of endings, your area of releasing, your area of letting go. Venus and Jupiter, Venus love, Jupiter big, releasing something big. This is a big release of a love situation potentially for some of you following November 13th, which could be replaced by a big love secret. So, you might get rid of somebody and then all of a sudden now you're entering into a secret love situation that's pretty big. On November 18th, there's a new moon in your area of secrets. Secrets are huge this month for you, Sagittarius. So the way it's going to work is the new moon's going to hit on November 18th. The 6 months to follow November 18th, all these new secrets are going to start developing in your life. This also has to do with letting go. So some of you are going to be letting go of something or someone in the 6 months to follow November 18th. Others of you are just going to be more self-contemplative. This is your area of rest. You need to get some rest, Sagittarius. You are an energetic person, but with Jupiter in this area for you, Jupiter's also in this area for you, transiting this area until November 2018. Some of you just really need to get some rest. So you are the type of person that's on the go. You got a lot of energy, but with this aspect occurring, it's probably going to bring your energy levels down a lot. And in the 6 months that follow November 18th, following the new moon, this hits in your area of the esoteric arts. Some of you are really getting interested in astrology, numerology, tarot. Not all of you, but some of you, yeah. November 22nd, Neptune finally starts to move forward. It's been retrograding since June 16th. R for retrograde, R for review. This has to do with your family situation. Do I stay with this family situation? Do I let it go? What do I want to do? I don't know. That's probably been your mentality since June 16th. What do I do about this family situation? Maybe it's not that you're trying to let go of something. Maybe it has to do with you're just trying to figure out what you need to do. There's a lot of lack of clarity regarding a family situation or a home life situation potentially since June 16th. Now Neptune's moving forward on November 22nd. You're going to have more clarity about which way you need to proceed regarding a home life issue or a family issue. November 24th, Mercury in your sign aspecting retrograding Chiron. Here we go again. This is maybe more of a challenging family situation or a conversation at home, or potentially has to do with releasing something that has to do with a family situation potentially, or potentially just you're a little bit oversensitive about a family or home life situation with Chiron being there. On November 30th, Pluto is aspecting the North Node. Some of you may be headed towards some sort of spiritual epiphany. Others of you, something deep or something profound happening, between between the areas of the spiritual aspect of your life. It also has to do with faraway places. So, some of you might be going to a faraway place following November 30th. That's all for this month, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching this video. If